What is going on? Welcome everybody to the stream. Yes, we will be streaming the Xbox Extended Showcase here in about 29 minutes from now. I do have it popped up in the background, which you'll see, right through here. But we got a lot to pretty much go over. So let me go ahead and do that real quick because that was messing up right there, I guess. Oh, that's what it is. I need that off, and that off. There we go. That's better. So chat, how you guys doing? Appreciate you coming out, hanging out with your boy for watching some Xbox. Not everybody here is an Xbox, I guess, fan. We got some PlayStation players up in here too as well. Thank you guys for coming out, hanging out as well too. Be respectful, it's not starting any console war stuff. But yeah, we do have it popping off here in a little bit. Once I get done with this stage, I'm just gonna go ahead and switch scenes and get back over there because the music that you're hearing currently right now, if you are hearing it, which it should be loud enough for you to hear it, that's the Xbox stuff. They just started that not that long ago. Imagine if we see a surprise game reveal. I'm thinking from this showcase, it's probably going to be a bunch of maybe some indie stuff, maybe some extended gameplay of some of the games that we actually seen yesterday, and then maybe some surprise reveals of. I would love to probably get a surprise reveal of maybe some other stuff coming to Game Pass, maybe some older games coming to Game Pass, something along the lines of maybe the old Call of Duties or something. I'm still looking for that, just for the simple fact that it's the old Call of Duties, and where Activision and obviously Xbox, bought them, cash money. I'm expecting a little something from it. Did he just dodge me? Oh, he did. All right, I wasn't expecting that. But anyway, oh, my bad. Sitting over here, we got coldest water bottle chilling right here. That's what it is. This one's getting on my nerves. There we go. But yeah, coldest water bottle. Get yourself coldest water bottle. Link in the description. 15% off. You know the drill. All affiliate links are in the description. I'm actually surprised I haven't beat him already. Hello? Alright, let's have Goku handle this. Handle it with care. With love and care. Holy shit. I mean, shit. Beat him such with Goku here on rotation. Nah, I'd be really upset. I was just about to say COD. We could use... Oh, easily see Modern Warfare 2 stuff. I mean, I don't know if we're going to see any Modern Warfare 2 stuff here, just for the simple fact that they actually have the contract. PlayStation still holds the sort of contract right now. That's probably going to go away, I think, next year or so, whenever the deal gets finalized on Microsoft's part. That whole exclusivity thing will go away on PlayStation. I can promise you that. I'm sorry, did he kill me? You know what? Whatever. Like, at that point, I'm just like, whatever. Whatever. Anyway, so we got 25 minutes until this one. So yeah, my personal thing here is maybe we see some stuff that we didn't expect to really see. I really hope that they do pop off with crazy other things, but we do have deep dive of History Untold. What? Wait, what? Wait, are they popping off stuff they're gonna see? That's interesting. If we are, my time has come. How's it going? Excuse me, yeah, right. Yo, Mystic, what's good, my guy? What's good? I would like to see Maybe them show some other JRPGs coming to Xbox. Um, Also, this one for sure, with an extended showcase, since they covered everything that's coming out in a year's time, I hope that this one they go ahead and tell us what's happening after that year. You know, maybe we follow up on a couple of games that we haven't seen. You know, Perfect Dark. I'd like to see some where the progress is right now for Avowed. Fable. I'd like to see, you know, progress from Fable right now. You know, those really big games that they showed like last year and stuff like that. I want to see, or at least know, where they're at in development. I want to at least be able to get something, either as, you know, concept art of something that they're working on, or say Avowed, you know, something. I want to see it. The black and white hyperspace coldest water ball this Friday. Hey, I see you, my guy. I see you. Hey, get that water ball. You ain't gonna be disappointed. I promise you. You're not gonna be disappointed at all. Actually, it's been pretty good. You know, I got up, worked out this morning, ate some breakfast, and I've just been pretty much chilling until this whole extended starts. I'm waiting for it. I'm kind of excited. You know, really just to see what we're actually going to get from this, whether, you know, they just show off and recap some of the stuff from yesterday, or they go ahead and just tell us, you know, some extra juicy things that they got behind the scenes with, you know, again with Bethesda and stuff like that they're probably not showing. And also, you know, I want to see a little bit of other things. You know, look, we got Bethesda interviews with Pete Hines. Yeah, I want to hear about a couple other things. You know, I want to hear about Elder Scrolls 6. I know it's going to be an Xbox exclusive, so I want to hear about this stuff. Keep them dualies on standby and coming in hot. Hey, they always chilling right here on the other side of this L-shaped desk. You know what I'm saying? They always there. Anybody trying to hit them dualies, they always there, man. Watching on break right now. I see you on that 15-minute or that 30-minute. What you got? Or that lunch break, that hour. Let me know. Talk to me. People saying Red Dead. I've seen as soon as I came here, everybody talking about Red Dead Redemption on Game Pass, and I'm like, or at least Red Dead Redemption 2 on Game Pass. I'm like, I don't really care about Red Dead, to be quite honest. I don't know how many of y'all out there actually care about Red Dead, but I really don't. I'm actually going to take chat off screen. Because I won't need it right now. I'm just going to keep the event bar and stream boss up there on it right now. But yeah, this chat kind of going wild, bro. Like, I don't know what it is about game when it comes to E3 stuff. I don't understand why people just, like, really weird people just come out the woodworks and say random stuff in chat, and then it just gets caught on. More people say it. I'm just like, just because you're all saying it don't mean it's gonna happen. Hour, I see you. The Capcom, I seen the Capcom stream. I seen a little bit of it. I guess I did technically see sort of all of it. I watched the recap. It didn't seem too bad, you know. Maybe tonight. If I get some sleep, I probably will tonight. That'll probably be when I do the next Dokkan stream. Also, if you haven't hit that like button, hit the like button, subscribe, turn on notifications. I think we had up to like 80 something people yesterday watching on Xboxes. Well, not yesterday, but Sunday watching on Xboxes showcase, which is pretty dope. Especially for one of these. I think the most I've had was last year. I think I had like almost 200 people, I think, watching. So that was dope, because normally that's not what this channel is all about. So that was pretty dope, seeing 200 people come in, chill, relax, watch some games. Sure, man. Like you said, I'll be live tonight. I mean, I'm live now. You can come remember now. And be ready for tonight. So we got 19 minutes until the showcase extended. Like I said, I'm not expecting super big stuff. Yeah, High on Life. I want to see more gameplay of that. I'm gonna make sure The stream is in, yeah, 1080. All right. It'd be nice if the stream is in 4K. That would be dope. I'm not gonna lie, that would be dope, but it is what it is. So 19 minutes till this thing pops off. More people starting to come in on streams. They're getting ready. Like, first of all, let me just see this chat for a second. Gear 6. I don't know about all that. Please, Call of Duty. Please, Call of Duty. Like I said, the only Call of Duties I want to see is old Call of Duties put in Game Pass today. And if that happens, I will go buck wild. Yo, Dark Nemesis with a super chat donation. Y'all know what to do. Get the man a hashtag. Straight up in chat right now. I think, yeah, that's under 5. So with that hashtag, P Shooter in chat. Appreciate the donation, my dude. It ain't popped up yet. Why ain't that popped up? Hurry up. Oh, super chat sticker. Excuse me. That threw me off because normally I think it's Leon's the only person that uses the stickers. So that threw me off. Sir? Are you gonna pop up on screen, sir? Hello? Am I gonna have to manually hit this? Let me reset that. Yo, it didn't even go through. What? Let me log out and log back in on Streamlabs. That's just... I don't even know how I feel about that. Real talk. I don't even know how I feel about that. Yo, it still didn't even say that popped through. Like, look, it's still not saying that it's popping through. Yo, what? Hold on, let me check my alert box. Something's not right. Something is definitely not right. Let me refresh that. And let me refresh Stream Boss. Okay, yeah, that seems about right from Stream Boss. And remember, I seen that you did. I'm just checking everything and refreshing really quick because it seems like it's stuck for some reason with those donations. But Riveroo with a super chat sticker donation. Y'all know what to do. Get the woman hashtag. Straight up in chat right now with the hashtag Revolver. Appreciate the donation. For sure, appreciate the donations. And let me just check let me go check one of the donation variants that are already been shown. That way I don't show you a random one. No, that worked. Okay, that worked.
This is a test super chat alert for 5
So I don't know why the YouTube donations didn't come through. No. That's what I'm trying to do right now on the actual Streamlabs website, and it doesn't pop up. It only says yours is there. I guess from 2 days ago or something like that, you were the last person when I know I've already had a couple people subscribe and everything. So that's what's messing up. It's the event up through here that's messing up. and it's not updating it for some reason. Like, the donations tab still works. Like, you just see me do a test. It still works. It's just not popping up in the event at all. And I've already tried refreshing it multiple times. So that is not good. Not good at all, Streamlabs. Thank you, brother man. Let me just make sure I can't go to another widget really quick. All right, let me see if no, I don't know. You don't know it went too hard? Yeah, I guess the pea shooters went too hard. The dual pea shooters, and just messed it all up. The last thing I'm gonna do is restart the stream. Oh, did it refund it? That might be why it didn't go through. If it refunded. So Google is apparently having issues. So hold up. So that means that Mystic probably donated through just regular donate. No. He donated through Super Chat. That was 2 days ago. Because I know normally I think you do the just regular donations. So maybe that's what it was. Rimuru, check and see if it did the same thing to you, because it probably could have. Which if it did, I'm not that worried about it. But yeah, I would check it just to make sure, because it seems like if Google's under fire right now and having issues, then I guess donate through the link in the description. That's going to be straight through on Streamlabs. So if that's the case, but yeah, that's weird, huh? Well, at least that's nice to know. Now, oh, it jumped up to 12,500 people, 4,000 likes. Okay. It did the same thing to YouTube. Yeah, then it's just YouTube. Well, not YouTube, but Google in general, sort of messing up right now. Which, again, either way, again, thank you for the donations. It literally says that the revenue is still there, but it I guess it refunds you guys. It didn't go to zero, so it probably will after the stream or so, or maybe if I refresh the page or something like that. 13,000. I mean, it looks like a decent little bit of people are probably going to be in here, so I don't know. Maybe we will get a new reveal or something. What's that? Slime Rimuru? Is that what that was? Yeah. Yo. Slime Rimuru with a super chat. Well, excuse me, with a donation. Y'all know what to do. Give the woman a hashtag. Straight up in chat right now. Take that. Google. I don't know if that said that. It should have talked that. I don't know if it did, but it should have talked that. But either way, give the woman a hashtag. Revolver in chat. I'm actually surprised that you can see a little green on that. There you go. Futuristic cyberpunk gun right here. There you go. Appreciate the donation. So yeah, it looks like the Google's messed up and everything else is just fine. When are we getting part 2 news for Dokkan? I don't know. I won't think there would be a part 2 for this or anything like that. They probably just move on and start countdown and stuff like that pretty soon. What's up? How's it going? How's it going? 4,000 popping off. less than 10 minutes until we got behind the scenes of How on Life. Like I said, I still want to see that game. I still want to see a little bit more about it, that Rick and Morty one. That looked like it was going to be pretty fun. It looked like it was going to be one of those games that's going to look good and just be crazy fun. Maybe, hopefully, it's like a little sandbox and you just go around and just creating havoc and stuff. Like, that would be dope. Hopefully, like I said, hopefully see extended gameplay of it. Be honest, there's a Hot Wheels coming to Forza. I seen that one. That looked kind of cool. I'm not that worried about it that much, but you know, it is what it is. Yeah, I think there might get up to 30,000 people watching this possibly. What did I say? Something Google? L2 Google. You already know what to do. Give the man a hashtag. Straight up in chat with the hashtag Doolies in chat. Appreciate that. My guy coming in hot with the dual wields. Appreciate that. It didn't do damage? Really? It should have done somewhat of damage. Maybe I forgot it. I may have it set differently on donations. I might have to tweak that then. If it didn't do a lot of damage, I might have to tweak that. Yo, we get a new Dragon Ball Z game. If we do get a Dragon Ball Z game, I hope it's another pretty good fighting 2D, so 3D, 2D, or at least my hopes of Budokai Tenkaichi 3 ever gets remastered with like an updated roster and online. Good lord, that's my perfect Dragon Ball Z game right there, with upgraded graphics. Obviously, Dragon Ball Super characters in there. You know, I would. Whew, that's what I'm talking about. 16,000 watching, getting ready. Like I said, everybody knows that after those last 2 minutes is when everybody really starts coming in on the streams. The last 2 minutes, like I said, it might get up to 40 or so. Recovery going well. Who's recovering? If you're talking about me, then somewhat. Like I said, it only hurts every now and then. If I overextend it or so, that's the only reason why it hurts. But normally, if I'm just chilling, though. Yeah, Tenkaichi remake is what I'm all about. 17,000. Okay, we moving up. He's hoping for Dragon Ball Legends on Xbox. The graphics could look crazy. I don't know. I mean, it is a fighting game. You could still use your joysticks and then press your buttons and stuff like that. I mean, you could easily, do that. But I don't know. Oh, Dokkan's recovering. Hey, oh, you're sick. Oh, that's right. Didn't you and Cora get sick? I think that's what you said. 18,000 now. Okay. 18,000 people watching, hitting that like button. And let me adjust that and adjust that. By the way, chat, if you haven't already, hit the like button, subscribe, turn on notifications, especially if you guys are new to the channel. You like what you see, subscribe. By the way, can you guys hear the Xbox music that's currently playing right now? Because if you can hear it, it should be good whenever they actually start talking. Could definitely pass for a console game. I might have to then. I honestly might have to. I ain't seen it. I ain't seen Dragon Ball Legends, real talk, in a long time. I don't really watch Dragon Ball Legends. I haven't played it. So yeah, I probably would. $19. All right, just making sure. All right. Oh, almost 20K watch it. Yeah, they might. Some people may know something I don't know about. They may be showing some other things. I mean, it is an extended showcase, so you never know. Like I said, all I want is some Call of Duties in Game Pass. That's all I want is some Call of Duties in Game Pass. Hit a dab to pass. Nah, bro, what you talking about? It's 2022. We can't hit no dab, bro. What's wrong with you? Hit that like button. Yeah, hit the like button. The dab, no. The like, yeah. It's gonna be cold. All stream. You know what? Actually, hold on. Let me get some extra light up in here. Ooh!
It seems I've got quite a monster on my hands.
Yo, see? GR4L? Okay, coming in with that membership. You already know what to do. Get them in hashtag. Straight up in chat right now. Thank you for becoming a member, my guy. All members in here, hit the man with the Henny God, JR, me, Beerus, and Weese emojis, and also, use some emojis yourself, my guy. Welcome to the member squad. I'm telling you right now, you got access to the P.O. box. Go back to on the community tabs. It'll be filtered just for members posts only. It'd be like, I think the most recent members posts only post pretty much, which will have access to the P.O. box, like I said, that you get access to. So it's only out for members. I made it a perk that way, just to sort of check a little bit of stuff, make sure I can regulate and everything. So yeah, only for members currently right now, and your name will be added to the member page at the end of the stream, probably by actually maybe not this Friday. I may do it today and just go ahead and add your name to it after the stream. But yeah, should be pretty good. Oh, start. Just gonna go ahead and retract that one, my guy. Appreciate Stark with a super chat donation. Y'all give the man a hashtag straight up in chat right now, and give the man a hashtag revolver as well. But Stark, that's not gonna play because apparently Google is having some issues right now. So it's gonna refund that money back to you. Just to let you know, you will be getting that money refunded back to you, not because of me or anything, it's just because Google is down right now and having problems. So check your go ahead and check your emails that you use for it, whatever, or your Gmail, whatever, and it should have it refunded, because the same thing happened with Rimuru and also I think Dark Nemesis. So yeah, it went ahead and done that. Yeah, Google ate that for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. All right, we got less than a minute with, I think, 27,000. Yeah, you already know that this last minute people are going to start coming into woodworks on this one. So there'll probably be about 30,000, maybe 40,000 people in here by the time this actually starts. Like I said, hopefully this one we get some good stuff. You want to send something, but you don't know what to send. I mean, the letter works just fine. Yeah. I'm not out here asking people to actually send something. No, it's more for like you guys that want to send a letter in or something like that. It's not for me like that. If it was me, it'd be just a business thing where I could just have all my business stuff go to a PO box. But you're in the middle of packing. What you packing before you going on vacation? I will be going on vacation Saturday, all the way until I think next Monday or Tuesday. After that week, yeah, like I'm gonna be on vacation starting this, I think, Saturday, and then all that week, and then the next week after. So in 2 weeks, you'll probably be able to see me on one of my days off. Let's go. Let's get it, chat. Hit that like button.
Hey, we are a small snippet of Squanch Games, and we are here to tell you how excited we are to be a part of the Microsoft Games Show Extended.
That too. Moving.
Game Showcase Extended. What's the need for the extended? Why add that extra word?
It's
is there one that's not extended? And that's why?
We're getting nods. There is a not extended one. Okay.
And that one's just called without the extended.
So that's just called the
there's the normal one. I know what this is.
Yeah.
Well, hey, look, we're happy to be a part of it nonetheless.
Okay, move it. Oh, what you moving to? Where we going? Oh my God, that's just absolutely weird. And very disgusting. Yeah, you got one more and you might just get booted. Ain't nobody trying to hear that. I didn't even want to read that. Yeah, we already know about this. You know, I really could just go ahead and mute this, but the damage has already been done. It's classified. Man's moving on up. Ooh, that Starfield gameplay though. Boy. Xbox looking good, looking juicy. Yeah, I was gonna ban him at first, but then I was like, I'm pretty sure this man's just being a nut job.
Welcome
Or
to Xbox
this kid.
Game Showcase Extended. I'm Aaron, this is Malik, and we have the honor of diving deeper into some of the most exciting and talked about announcements, as well as gameplay from the Xbox and Bethesda Games Showcase just 2 days ago. For the first time ever, the entire showcase was focused on games you can play over the next 12 months.
That's right, Aaron. You saw world premiere gameplay from Redfall and Starfield, and today we've got Bethesda's own Pete Hines right here to tell us more. You'll hear from the renowned developers behind the brand new Xbox franchise, Our History Untold. Dive into Naraka Bladepoint with our partners at NetEase Games, and so much more.
But first, we begin with a special look at how our fans got to celebrate the Xbox and Bethesda Games Showcase with a message from our very own Phil Spencer.
Okay.
I love coming to events like this. You can just feel the energy, people loving to come together as a community, their love of video games, the Xbox fans. Just a really special time for everybody, myself included.
Daddy Phil Spencer, you know.
Gaming has this unique ability to bring
Out here
people
throwing
together,
bags of
whether
money
it's
at everybody.
saving the world from the aliens or winning a football game. It's so great. I love hearing from people. What did you like in the show? Those conversations with people that are here about areas that they like and areas they wish we would do more, I think that's something that drives us. You saw it in the show today. People said, we want to see more gameplay. And so we said, okay, great. So you're going to see a ton of gameplay.
Yeah, I think this is our biggest lineup ever in terms of just diversity of different kinds of games from different kinds of teams, different genres.
There's some franchises, Japanese franchises, don't always come to Xbox. We've been working on that. Today we obviously had Persona.
It's important to us. We not only have all the games coming from our internal studios, but also great independent game developers that we work with around the world. So could not be more excited for what we're doing with Kojima.
And he's got this really great idea for a game. And I want to be clear, because I know we say like experience and stuff. He's building a video game, but he has this real unique things that he wants to do in the game. And we said, okay, let's go do something together. And I'm just really proud to be in an industry that can be part of so many people coming together.
I ain't missed nothing. Huh? Google didn't refund you? That's weird. That it didn't pop up then. That's weird. 2 swings, that's all it took? It's weird because with this style, this game, half the time it doesn't look like it's detailed enough, then sometimes it looks like it's over detailed. It's kind of weird, throwing me off a little bit. PC Game Pass this fall. Okay. Valhalla. Interesting. So that was a new game that they didn't show.
Bethesda opened the showcase with a dramatic gameplay demo for Redfall and closed it with Todd Howard showing us how deep the rabbit hole goes on Starfield. And we also got a sneak peek at upcoming expansions for Elder Scrolls Online and Fallout 76. Here to break it all down for us is the man, the myth, the legend himself.
Oh, you're already starting out with Pete Hines. Oh, okay, that's
good to see you as well.
I did not expect that.
You all announced some delays for both Redfall and Starfield, so I wanted to give you a chance to tell us a little bit about the decision-making process for that.
Absolutely. Look, with all the time that goes into a game, it would be foolish to rush it out the door before it's ready. I think we have continued to sort of examine how we think about games and making sure that they are going to meet our players' expectations. Obviously, the last 2 years have really challenged us from a development standpoint. How we work now largely remotely, while a lot of our folks are not back in the office. And, that has an impact. I also think we've been thinking about things like release dates and when do we give those out and how do we make sure we give one out that,
this
that
is
we
wild.
actually hit and don't have to change later. So
it really
it's
is
not something we undertake lightly, but at the end of the day, I think what our fans expect, what Xbox fans, what Bethesda fans expect is a high quality game, and we want to do everything we can to give our teams the time to fully realize the games they're making.
Yeah, and I think that's what it's all about, right? Like delivering an amazing experience for the players out there. And so, speaking of games, we're just going to jump into it. We're going to start with how the showcase started with Redfall. Now, before we even get into the game, Arcane's making the game, and I want you to talk a little bit about the pedigree of Arcane, just in case people don't know.
Sure.
These folks over there, they're doing their thing.
Arcane Studios is known for really amazing, immersive sims. They do any number of things. If you play games of theirs, Dishonored 2, Prey, there's a lot of common threads you'll find in them. They create really amazing, believable worlds. I think that's a big part of their game is when you're in Dunwall or you're up on a space station in Prey, that it feels believable. There's a reason why things are the way they are. They're also a big believers in systems-based as opposed to scripted. So they really embrace player freedom and sort of giving players the tools to decide, you figure out how you want to complete this mission or get through this area. We're not going to tell you how. We're just going to give you tools and then give you the freedom to go and do. But, there's great characters and interesting story. They bring a lot of different elements and then really let the player create the experience they want.
And that's what it's all about. Gamers have taken many games and made it their own. And I think the fact that Arcane is making the game with that in mind is super important. Now, how similar or dissimilar would you say this game, Redfall, is from the other Arcane games?
Look, on the surface, it's a first-person shooter that you can play solo or with up to 4 players, and so immediately you might say, well, it's not a single-player game, so it must be wildly different. And don't get me wrong, there's absolutely ways in which it is different, but I think when folks play the game, and even when they see more of the game, I think they'll start to see all of those things about an Arcane game that they love and appreciate. Why it's won multiple Action Game of the Year awards for Dishonored 2, is their ability to bring all of those things together, really high level of polish, and let folks experience it. And so I think all of those things we talked about. If you want to play a game by yourself and get a great Arcane story, you can absolutely do that in Redfall. But you can also do things that you haven't been able to do in an Arcane game, like experience it with friends and find out sort of how the whole can become greater than the sum of the parts, like playing it off of each character's abilities. You saw some of that in the demo that we showed. I think the more that people appreciate that, you almost are going to want to try and play Redfall a couple of different ways. You might want to play it by yourself a little bit, play it with others, and it's a game that allows you to do either or both of those things, however you see fit.
I'm glad you talked about playing with friends, because I'm taking applications for friends to help me get through Redfall.
Can I put my name on that list? I'm down to a little.
It'd be an honor. Pete,
keep me on that list.
All right,
we need to go explore Redfall together.
I'm excited. I can't wait for that. And so let's talk a little bit more about the game. Now, you know, between the trailer that we saw last year at the reveal, as well as this one that we just saw, I feel like Redfall reminded players of other co-op shooters like Left 4 Dead, for example. What makes Redfall unique?
Again, it's one of those things, like if you watch just like combat footage, you might look at Left 4 Dead or Back 4 Blood or any of these things and go, oh, I see multiple characters facing a bunch of enemies, and like, so it's the same game. But I think that would be doing a disservice, that it's all of the things that take place in between the combat as well as the combat itself, sort of combining different skills and abilities in the way that you do, you know, Layla dropping down an elevator using her powers that Jacob can use to get up top on a roof and provide cover. You know, you have different characters who play roles really well, how you choose to use Brebone, the robot, all of those things come into, again, allowing the players not to say, here's a set of rules and you can only use, like, no, here's just some stuff that you can go off into this amazing sort of dynamic, ever-changing world and sort of experience and explore for yourself. And you come back the next day and it'll look and feel like a different experience, even though you're in the exact same part of the game. I mean, I think those are the kinds of things that Arcane does that really bring that sort of extra special element that makes their game so compelling.
I don't think this is a loot shooter, but it looks like it just dropped loot.
I'm excited for Redfall, and you said it here for everyone to see that we're going to be playing together. So I'm going to hold you to that.
Absolutely.
You got the proof. All right.
Can't wait.
Oh, awesome. So let's talk about Elder Scrolls Online. Now, I want to talk about the team philosophy, because I hear
Ain't nobody worried about Elder
the
Scrolls
team's
Online.
actually banned from saying
That's
things like, now is the perfect time to
play.
play.
Snacks. This is the time to get some snacks when they talk about Elder Scrolls Online. Ain't nobody care about that.
We all say that. Yes, games always get better. We know that. The thing that we love about where Elder Scrolls Online is going is their ability to continually refresh the experience for players, provide new experiences, like going to High Isle, a place they've never been in an Elder Scrolls game. It does a lot of things like story and intrigue. There's a lot of politics in High Isle, different factions and the conflict that's going on there. And again, a way that you can jump in and play by yourself and experience it by yourself, even though it's an
That's
MMO.
weird that they didn't,
the real special sauce of Elder Scrolls Online is our amazing community. They're so welcoming. They're so helpful. You know, if you need a little bit of help, if you need a lot of help, they're there for you to help explain, to make sure you have a fun experience. And honestly, like, that is such a huge part for an online game of creating an environment where anybody, no matter whether you just started playing or you've been playing
but
for
it just looked like it for a second.
years,
It looked
can
like
have
those,
a good
like,
experience,
blue loot
no matter how you
from
decide
the
to engage
Vampire's
with it.
Court.
I love that you mentioned that. Community is such a, as you mentioned, is such a huge part of any online game. And so for players who may not have played Elder Scrolls, who are, like you said, looking to jump in, to know that they have that community backing them, that's going to help them, guide them in their journey, is super exciting. So, but I want to talk about Fallout a little bit.
Okay.
Huge milestone recently, 25 years of Fallout. It can rent a car even now. At this point, right? We're talking about it. All right, so this has to mean something super special to the team.
Absolutely, and look, we are as aware of anybody. Like, this franchise did not start with Bethesda. It's one that we took on along the way, and our intent is not just to pay homage to, like, Bethesda Fallout. Like, no, we mean all Fallout, because what this series has done, what it meant to us as players when we went and played those games, played the original Fallout, Fallout 2. And then what the franchise has become, and sort of growing and finding an even, a new audience with Fallout 3, Fallout 4, Fallout New Vegas, Fallout 76 is something we really want to celebrate. And honestly, what's going on in Fallout 76 with the pit and your ability to continue to push the boundaries in an online game of story and meaningful player choice, and as you're going along, making decisions that kind of matter and have a real impact, I think is important in the evolution of Fallout 76. And
like
just honestly, how far that game has come from its launch. Like we're keenly aware of how that launch went, but we are also keenly aware of the incredible amount of effort and dedication from all of our teams across Bethesda to say, like, we believe in this thing, and we want to give the fans more of what they want and the kind of experiences that they want. And where Fallout 76 is now is truly remarkable when you go back and look at sort of where we were and how far we've come, and honestly, how much cool stuff is in store in the pit. It's going to be super fun.
Excited to jump in. And again, that's one of those things that I'm sure you guys attribute to the community, giving that feedback.
That 76 community, again, not just in the game, but what they do for each other, to support other folks in the community, what they have done to raise funds for worthwhile causes. Right. Like, it's not just an amazing group of gamers, it's an amazing group of human beings, and honestly, one that we're honored to interact with and be a part of every day.
I love that, Pete. Before you make me cry, we're going to move on to Starfield, all right?
Okay.
All right, so let's talk about it. Starfield ended the show. I got to say, watching the trailer, breathtaking. It's one of those things from the different locations.
Yeah,
and
Starfield
just seeing
was
the difference
nice.
between that moon versus the populated city, just amazing. The dog fighting, just everything was so awesome. The team really outdid themselves.
It's one of those things about a Bethesda Studios game that I always love, and it's been the case, honestly, since, I worked on Morrowind and Oblivion and all those games that, we talked about. And for every single one, you cannot pin people down to, oh, it's about this, because it's not. Like, ultimately what those games are massive sandboxes where they give players just ridiculous amounts of freedom to say, you go figure out what kind of game you want to play and what kind of experience you want to have, because that's what this game is about. It's not us prescribing and saying, you have to do these things. And no, it's about creating this huge sandbox with over 1,000 planets so you can completely explore and say, yeah, but you don't have to. Like, it's entirely up to you to figure out what is fun for me. Do I want story? Do I want to join factions? Do I want to, build outposts and gather resources to build more cool stuff? The team really puts all of those tools in the player's hands and step back and says, now it's time for you to tell the story of Starfield, which is your story, which is going to be different than mine, which is going to be different than everybody else's. And I think that's really where the magic of a Bethesda game studio is.
I'm glad
Speaking about the scope of everything, Todd said,
on them
this is what an epic RPG
to pretty much delay Starfield.
An epic RPG
because if you don't know,
I
it is
think,
delayed.
again, it's sort of leaning into
next year.
There's a lot of folks who take a lot of different approaches on what does an open world mean, and Bethesda Game Studios always pushes themselves to the most freedom and least limitations, right? Where the items in the world are all real things. You walk into a store and there's a bunch of
I made sure the
Stream
Labs
that's not just art on a
gets the box
like,
and stuff like
you
that when they come in and start spamming stuff.
Steal them and run out of it. You can create chaos. Like, we don't want to put too many limits on what the player is or isn't allowed to do. We love it when players say, I wonder what happens if, and then they try it, and then they get to see, like, oh my Lord, chaos ensued and it was insanity. Everybody was shooting at me, and like, that's, I think, the beauty of Bethesda Game Studios and the number of ways that they push for you to explore that, right? It's not just one, it's you could spend thousands of hours doing nothing but shipbuilding and like focus that as all you're about, and that's okay. But you could also be about exploring every planet and finding all of the good, and that's okay. Or you could just play the main story and be like, I want a kind of experience that I'm guided through so that I kind of get to see stuff, and I might stop here and there. Oh, there's a cool side quest that I got, but I want something that sort of leads me through, because I'm a little, it can be a little daunting to say you can go do whatever I want. Like, ooh, I don't know what I should do. So some folks want a little bit of a guided path or to understand where the fun is, and no approach is wrong. Like, for me, that's epic, because it says we aren't putting any limits on what you can or can't do. We're going to set you loose and just sit back and watch the beauty that you create with your own stories and the way that you solve problems or choose to spend your time in this world we've created.
I love that. And what you said about, those moments that maybe you experience that I don't, like, those are some of the best moments if I think back to playing RPGs when I'm discussing with my friends, oh, did you see that? No, I didn't see that. Where did you see it? And having them go out and find it. So I think that's going to be one of those things.
We talk about that a lot, that sort of water cooler moment.
Exactly.
Of, like, you come in the next day and you talk to everybody about what you did, and you were like, wait, I did that quest, but I did this completely different thing. And you sort of start to appreciate all of the choices that you could have made you didn't even realize were an option. Like, oh, I didn't even think about doing that. Like, oh yeah, I just ran in and stole his ship and shot all of his crew members and took off. Like, you can do that? Like, oh yeah, you can do anything. Like that, I think.
Wait, so did he just confirm you can steal ships?
Of the Bethesda Game Studios game, and when we say epic RPG, we mean all of the stories.
Wait, he just confirmed that you can steal ships in Starfield.
So I appreciate that.
Pretty much.
Top on the list to do in Starfield. Now, we saw quite a bit of combat and action.
Oh, there's definitely going to be cult activity in this.
In addition to exploring and everything, that seems to be another
It's literally
focus of that.
Fallout in space. Oh, there's going to be some space cults.
If you look at a game like Skyrim, which
might even be I know they've already said there's going to be factions, and there's 1,000 planets, so I'm going to assume there's going to be probably a lot of factions.
Like, if you're one of those folks that says, actually, I'm going to do the alchemy thing, and I just go off and pick flowers and make potions and like live another life in another world this way, then combat isn't part of it. But look, we know in an epic RPG, there's always bad people, shooting at you. Sometimes you got to return fire, and there's a lot of fun to be had there. And so, providing a lot of different skills that sort of determine how good you are in combat, combined with all the different weapons in the game, and then you layer in ship combat, and
the guns
are
gonna look nice.
It starts to sort of paint a picture of just how broad or how deep the rabbit hole goes.
It's going to be so impressive.
Bro,
and you touched on it a little bit, and I want to talk about it because this was when I'm watching the video, the demo, what I saw, and it really caught my eye is around the ship. It's not just getting in the ship and that's your ship. There's so much behind it. Can you talk about it a little bit?
Yeah, like every ship is
they only showed one new game. They've just been talking about Pete for a little bit now.
I want my ship to look like this or look like that, though obviously that's totally a thing that you could do if all you care about is cosmetics.
I'd say about
but it goes much deeper than that in terms of like what kind of shields you have, what kind of weapons you have.
They've only showed one
what kind
game
of
before
ship
this.
are you building? What do you want it to be good at? What trade-offs are you willing to make or not? And then the other part of it is, of course, well, you can't just it's a spaceship. Those aren't cheap. So you have to figure out how am I going to do this? Where do I get the resources to build this stuff? What kind of, skills do I need to level up to improve different parts of my ship beyond, what I could do without those skills? So there's a lot of, again, choices in terms of you get to decide that, how much you want to put into that or not. Do you just want to give somebody money for the parts that you want? Do you want to build it? All of those things are sort of part of the fun of deciding how much do you want to interact with this and how do you want to interact with it?
Absolutely. I mean, just as you mentioned, the scope, the level of player agency, something that I feel like
they told us Water Bottle got on stage with Xbox collaboration.
Redfall, ESO, Fallout 76, and Starfield, you all are just killing the game.
Yeah, we got a few games coming out.
It's going to be so great.
That's kind of funny now. I can kind of see how you see that.
Of course, Pete. Now, coming up, we'll hear from our friends around the world.
You get 3 months of Game Pass for $1.
Obsidian Entertainment, Playground Games,
They've had this going on for I don't know how long. That's not new.
Let's hear from the creators of one of the world's most popular
new at all.
Battle Royale games.
They've had this going for, I think, almost since they started it. They started Game Pass.
We are glad to share Naraka Bladepoint, a unique online multiplayer action game with players all around the globe. As a NetEase studio, 24 Entertainment is joining hands with Microsoft to bring Naraka Bladepoint to consoles for the first time.
I've never heard of this before, so if you heard about
Xbox
this game
Series
before,
X and S,
let me know.
As well as Windows next week.
Next week?
We're also joining Xbox Game Pass, a platform with a huge player base and a vast, bright future. Naraka has been so well received on the PC platform. I am so grateful to the players for their love and support. As a competitive survival game incorporating a lot of action elements, Naraka features a range of characters with
sounds like a
unique
battle royale.
Each hero draws from different civilizations and cultures. Battles allow for a great degree of strategic play. You've got a wealth of melee and ranged weapons to choose from, and a vast map filled with interactive elements to explore. Perhaps you'll engage your foes in samurai combat, katanas at the ready, or maybe you'll use Persian assassin techniques and strike from afar. With your grappling hook, you can fly between temple walls and across bamboo forests with ease. Beyond solo endeavors, you can also party up with friends and use group tactics to flatten your foes.
I'm not gonna lie, it does look kind of cool, but at the same time, I'm like,
unchained.
I really want to play it.
To choose how you play.
Next week.
Collect soldiers to change how you play. Transform your katana strikes and make your cannon a weapon of mass destruction. Each hero can be customized too. Whether you want to rush into battle as a berserker warrior or cast fireballs as a sorcerer, the choice is yours.
That is wild!
You can't forget to mention our unique face customization system too. You'll never need to worry about running into a doppelganger on the battlefield, because you're able to edit your hero's features to your heart's content. You can even recreate your favorite faces. As we approach Naraka's first launch anniversary, we're introducing a brand new weapon, the Twin Blades, releasing together with the Xbox and Game Pass editions. Twin Blades strike with the speed of a raging tempest and sweeping blows. We've seen similar weapons in other games, But here in Naraka, it comes with a style all its own. Charging up strikes is usually a high-risk, high-reward move.
I'm not
With the
gonna
twin
lie.
blades, you can charge up while moving and keep your momentum.
Actually, yeah, I've been
as you
playing
unleash
Rachel
a
Legends.
flurry of
I was
combos
explaining
on
it earlier
foes.
today.
Since its release, Naraka Blade Point has launched its own faction clash game mode with Omni's Nightmare and the thrilling limited time mode Shadow Surge. There have been many casual modes to play as well, but our community has eagerly asked for a campaign mode. We're always listening to our player base, and we're happy to announce that the wait is over. Players will see the first chapter of our campaign mode. Form teams of 3 to take on new enemy types and massive bosses.
Damn!
Disarming a boss won't be as easy as disarming another player though. PvP and campaign mode are two entirely different games. Further campaign chapters are also in the works, so we're eager to hear any feedback you have for us. We are also working on an Xbox One version and hope to see more players join Naraka later this year. Naraka is launching on Xbox Series X and S and Windows Store on June 23rd, and it's included with Game Pass at launch day. Now's your chance to dive into the world of Naraka Blade Point.
That's a new game next week. That's a new game next week. Interesting. It almost presents myself to give it a try, you know?
History is
we seen that
filled with
yesterday.
moments of greatness.
Not yesterday, but Sunday.
Some well known, some.
So I'm not too worried about this. We seen this one.
But
I just forgot I got the
history that could have
event
been
bar still up, and also stream balls. My bad, chat.
How would you reshape the world?
My bad, chat. Damn, this said
What new
something.
stories would you tell? And when your people speak, would you listen?
You'll be back, all right, my dude. Water bottle with
How would you
Xbox
lead
colors.
them in this
I mean, I
new
guess you
world?
could really do it. To be honest, all you need is that literal green and white, or green and black.
History is filled with moments of greatness, but these will be yours.
Appreciate that. So they're gonna talk a little more about this. Steam too.
I'm excited to welcome our friends from Oxide Games for a closer look at their historical grand strategy game for PC called Ara History Untold. Dan, Michelle, thank you two for joining us today.
Thank you for having us.
And on behalf of the entire studio, we are really excited to be here and finally be able to talk about Ara.
I mean, we all are excited too. You just had the world premiere 2 days ago for Ara. And I have to say, I'm a really, really big history fan. I love me some history, so I've been looking
So
forward
they'll probably
to
do a
talking
little
to you
bit of
about
gameplay.
this.
It seems to look
we all know
like it's like
not your first strategy game, but the
civilization
vision behind
game.
Ara is so ambitious. So tell us more about it, and also for those who are new to Oxide Games,
You like
we
to
would
see it?
love
That's
to
what
hear
I'm
more
saying.
about the
Like as soon
studio
as they
as
said
well.
Steam on it
So,
too,
Oxide
I probably
Games was
just
founded
helped them
9.5
out a little
years
bit
ago
more
in
because
my
a lot of
basement, actually,
PC players I know that
from
like
the
to have to
development
go
wings
to
of
like
Civilization 5.
Epic
And our
Games
goal is to push
or
strategy
have like
games
a
to the
bunch of
next level.
downloaders.
And what's really great about working on a new IP is
launchers
that you
to
don't
play
have
the games
kind of
and
these
stuff.
previous expectations
So
that
being
a
able
sequel
to just
would
have it on
And so
Steam
the sky really wasn't the limit. We
is
got to
pretty
really
fun,
take the genre
pretty
to a new
useful.
space, and we really hope that not only will fans of strategy
Less-
games like
less
this, but people
stressful
who've
on
never
your
played a
PC.
strategy game before will find something they love as well.
You're absolutely taking it to the next level. I think I saw like a drone was in like the 18th century or something like that. It's very, very fascinating. And I think that like, if you're someone who really enjoys history,
Oh, they're
it's
gonna show
bringing,
Grounded
like,
after
all
this.
the worlds together, all the periods of time together. And that's a grand vision in itself. So how does the vision of Ara impact the player experience?
At least
in the
they're
game?
letting us know down on the bottom what they're
one of
showing
the kind of big
next.
things we wanted to do with Ara was really explore
Because if you're not really
how to make
into
the game
what's
less
being
about
shown,
finding that optimal
you
strategy,
can
that
just
optimal path,
go
and
to the
really finding
bathroom,
ways to make it more
you know,
meaningful
go get
to
you
the player,
something to
make
eat,
it
come
unique to
back,
themselves. So what
and
are
be ready
different
to
kinds
go
of
like me.
choices
I'm
we
just
can
over
bring
here
to the
chilling,
players so that
relaxing.
when you play it's
'Cause
different
this
than
don't
when
really
I play,
pertain to me all
and
that
yet we can
much.
both be competitive together. How can
I
we
don't know,
do
Chad, are
things to
y'all
really
type
impact
to play
agency
these
and
type of games in
expression and really let you
Civilization?
express
Let
your
me know.
values and your play styles through the different mechanics in the product?
And Dan, what about you? How does the vision impact the overall experience?
So one of the big things that we've been working on is what we call the living world. We wanted the expression of the game to manifest itself in a way that felt authentic and cool. So we've spent a lot of effort on making sure that the choices that you make are expressed in a visual way. And so you're going to see your citizens doing things that reflect the choices that you've made. And this is actually really challenging. So one of the goals when we founded Oxide was to not have to tell the designers, no, you can't do that thing. And so the game is obviously huge. It's just massive. And so it was a very large technological constraint from doing something like that. But we have our own proprietary engine that allows us to really bring this alternate Earth to life.
I think that's the beauty, right? Because in history, the great thing about learning history is that you learn about culture, you learn about stories, you learn about things that are probably brand new to your eyes. But the way that Ara helps you remix, reimagine, and rewrite history is a beautiful sight to see. And I'm excited to get my hands on it, and I'm sure everyone else is who's watching. So let us know, where can we learn more about it, and when can we get our hands on it? Because I need it today.
So if you head over to the website, you can sign up for the Insider program, which will give you a chance to join the technical alpha and play the game later this summer, which is super exciting because we've been playing it, all the time, and so now you have a chance to play.
Dan, Michelle, thank you two so much for giving us the lowdown on Ara. Really appreciate it.
Thanks for having us.
Grounded is finally leaving early access and moving into full release with a highly anticipated story mode. Here's Adam Brennicky.
Oh, it didn't have a story mode to begin with?
From Obsidian Entertainment to tell us
I thought
more.
what it was a story mode. They should really change that music because that's the music they use for world premiere. Get some people confused. They should really change that.
From the 1.0 launch of Grounded?
The big one, of course, is going to be a complete game, and that means story, right? From beginning to end, you can play through, why are you here? Who put you here?
Yeah, exactly.
And how are you going to get home? And I think those are like the big questions that people are asking about Grounded. Originally, we really just wanted to make a survival game. And one of the jokes was, hey, what if we did backyard survival? Everyone was like, yeah, that's a very unusual idea, but I think there's something there. One of the things that we did early on was establish the art style of Grounded. Things started coming to life as we did the initial prototypes.
See, I'm not a big fan of Grounded.
Seeing some of the cool things, like the first time
no
we
way,
added,
shape,
the
or form.
spider into the yard, seeing the reactions of people in the office, even jump scares, people screaming. The team is very small. It's the smallest team I've ever worked on at Obsidian.
I thought he had a coldest water
I wanted
bottle for a
everyone
second.
to be able to participate on the design side of things. So I said everyone is a designer
I really
on
did.
the team. And I think that extends into our community and how we're building the game in game preview and early access.
That's probably one of the big successes of the game is how close we work with the community and take all their feedback and suggestions. I think it's super rad.
For a game developer too, that is a huge, huge thing, just to get people's feedback constantly of what they're liking, what they're not liking, and all those adjustments just make a much, much better game at the end of the day. We're at that point now
simulators
that
next.
the yard's getting finished, and now we can play through the story. There's a lot of surprises. There's a lot of things that I think players aren't going to expect. And I
think I know what you're talking about. And I cannot wait to see players' reactions. I know a lot of players are just waiting for the story to be finished to finally jump into the game. People who played the game previously are also holding out for more content. I think it's just going to pull a lot of people back in and gain a lot of new players. So Adam, we have the Broodmother from last year. It was our first big boss. And then we came out with a bunch of mini bosses like
Termite King and
the Assistant Manager. But in this trailer, we're showing players the Mantis. What can they expect from this?
So we're super excited to finally show off the Mantis. And I know that's been a big ask from players that they want to see a praying mantis in the game.
They've been asking for this for a long
Yeah.
time. Do we have anything else that the players can get excited about?
The mantis is just a little tease of one of the new boss fights, but there's more to come, right? Potentially many boss fights that we have planned for the full release of Grounded. There's a lot more secrets and other things to uncover.
Like I said, this ain't my game, so I'm just.
That was already
letting
super
it do
crazy.
it, what it
And
needs to do.
then we hit the next milestone of 10 million players still being Xbox.
Doubling it, right?
Yeah, in Xbox Game Preview Early Access.
That just goes to show that we have a fantastic game. Everyone's just so surprised at.
I mean, 10 million players ain't bad.
How?
I'll tell you that.
How much ground it has grown.
I just hope that players and the community
This one feels
understand
like a
how
lot more
important they are
than
and impactful
Vanguard
on this game with
multiplayer.
us.
Yeah, we're so thankful for
I can tell you
everyone's
that.
support along the way. It's been an amazing journey, and we're
All them
finally
players is on
almost at
Warzone.
the finish line, right?
Yeah.
Ain't nobody
I
playing
think,
Vanguard.
we wouldn't be here without our amazing community and all of the fan support.
I agree. Best community ever. Yeah.
I mean, they shouldn't really take that long about Flight Simulator.
So I got a call from my good
Oh,
friend
never
York
mind.
Newman, the head of Microsoft Flight Simulator. He told me it was imperative that I meet with him. So I'm in this helicopter, we're flying to this location, we're on our way, let's go.
York! Hey, Paris, good to see you.
Good to see you.
Thanks for coming to DC, man.
No, thank you. What am I doing here?
Later. Let's get in. We don't have much time.
Oh, okay.
Man, picked him up in that Men in Black.
All right, Paris, right across the Potomac. That's where our contact is.
Are we headed towards Arlington?
It's still secret. I'm sorry.
York, what is this place?
Oh, you'll see. Let's go.
All right, Stark, have a good one, my guy. Oh, is this probably some of the real life models that's going to be in the game, I'm going to assume?
Wow, look at this place. Nick, how's it going?
Hello.
Paris, I would like to introduce Nick Partridge from the Smithsonian National Air and Space Museum.
Thank you for having me. But this makes a lot of sense. I saw during the trailer there was a collaboration between the Smithsonian National Air and Space Museum and Flight Simulator. Here we are at the National Air and Space Museum. So let's talk about that collaboration. Tell me more about that.
Well, Jorg and I have been talking for more than a year. He was looking for me, and it turns out I was looking for him to ask the same question, which was, don't you think that our organizations have a lot in common? Dedicated to bringing flight to everyone, and
I was looking for the Spirit of St. Louis, which is in the Smithsonian ever since 1928. And the Smithsonian was gracious enough. They gave us a millimeter perfect scan, which is what we'll feature in the 40th anniversary edition. But as Nick and I kept talking, it was very clear, you know, the world's foremost museum for air and space, the Smithsonian. Yeah. And Microsoft celebrating its 40th anniversary. It's a match made in heaven, and there's lots of things we can do.
yeah, authenticity, accuracy, access, it's all there. We're hoping that if everyone has as much fun in the community with the content that we initially collaborated on, a couple of our most historic aircraft, and some of the other aircraft in this center are already in the simulator, maybe we can jump in with both feet and do more in the years to come. Maybe even, who knows, we'll go crazy. We'll put the space shuttle in there.
Oh,
That
that
would be
sounds
kinda
amazing.
Cool. Not gonna lie.
All right, you guys have never been here before,
No,
right?
this is my first time.
All right, so keep your eyes peeled, stick together, and Jorg, I've got something special for you right around here.
Perfect. Check this out. This is my favorite plane, the Junkers Ju-52 3-motor. Amazing.
And that is an awesome plane. And as I look at all these planes around here, it makes me ask the question, are you going to put all of them in Flight Sim?
Maybe not all of them, but we hope a lot of them. In the 40th anniversary that comes out this fall, we already have 3. We have the Wright Flyer, the Spirit of St. Louis, and the DC-3. And we hope to get a few more. As Nick and I were talking, there's a lot of things we could do.
Yeah, we started with the most iconic ones, and who knows? There's no lack of opportunity.
You know, I keep saying amazing because this place is amazing. And just like Flight Sim, it just keeps going. So what else is happening?
It does seem like we're going supersonic, like the Concorde here. We've been doing a major update ever since we launched, every month since August 2020. And just today, we're actually launching World Update 10. And guess what?
Tell me.
It's the United States. And it's huge. We have 12 cities, a new height field, brand new aerials, new missions, new airports, new everything. And as always, it's free. And check out this beauty. This is the Beechcraft Model 18. They call it the Twin Beach. It's a famous plane, and that's also launching today. And it's a great coincidence.
It's actually a huge coincidence. Jorg's been working on that Beechcraft since before we met, but it's a great example of how much we already had in common.
So Jorg, what can we expect the rest of the year from Flight Sim?
We have a ton of great things coming up. So today is World Update 10. We have 2 more World Updates, one in August and one in October. And then in November, we have the big 40th anniversary edition, which will be an absolute delight for anyone who loves aviation.
Okay, that 40th anniversary edition. Tell me more about that.
Yeah, so we're celebrating by bringing back some of the planes from the old sims, like from Flight Sim 10, 9, 8, even before that. And we're restoring some of the old missions, and we're bringing back some of the airports that were in those editions. So it's a real celebration of the franchise.
So this celebration is not only of the franchise, but the past as well.
And we're also adding brand new things on top of it, like that the community really wanted. For example, helicopters. Sobo wrote a brand new fluid dynamic system to make all that work. And we're adding gliders, which is a completely different way to experience the planet. It's just you and the wind. Right. And then the last one is we're bringing, it's the biggest deal for simmers, a brand new real-to-life airliner, the A310 from Airbus, by a brand new partner called Builds, a great development team. In fact, of the 10 planes we're bringing, most of them are created in collaboration with third parties. So it's a really cool way for us to integrate with the creator community.
Now, how do I get this?
If you're on Game Pass, if you already own Flight Sim, the 40th anniversary edition is a free upgrade.
This has just been an incredible experience, seeing all these planes and going through the history and everything that's coming to Flight Simulator.
What too long?
Thanks for coming to DC. Paris, thank you, Nick, for the great collaboration with the Smithsonian and for kicking off the 40th anniversary edition of Flight Sim. It's been wonderful. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you.
I think so far they only showed one game that they hadn't showed Sunday. The rest has, again, been deep dive talking.
Today was a good day, but now I have a need for speed. I'm headed to the danger zone, baby.
Oh,
Estamos aquí para disfrutar del mejor día de mi vida, el día de la Xbox, que estoy muy emocionado.
I came in Madrid just yesterday to be here in FanFest Xbox, and I'm so excited.
Estamos aquí en Madrid para ver nuevos juegos como Starfield, que yo personalmente le tengo muchísimas ganas.
Me ha encantado y no me lo podía perder, este es un evento único.
Why gaming? Just a passion.
Son experiencias únicas. Me ofrecen algo que no encuentro en otro lado.
Lo que te digo, es como una familia para mí.
Me ha parecido genial y un cierre para un evento así, maravilloso.
Just the passion that people have. I feel very welcome.
Oh, there we go. High on Life. This is one of the games I wanted to see more of.
We're just a snippet of Squanch Games, and we're here to talk about High on Life, our new action, adventure, comedy, Metroidvania, first-person shooter that is nothing at all, a little bit like Microsoft Excel.
All right, you're a bounty hunter now. You gotta help me rescue my friends. They're Gatlians, just like me.
That's our game, High on Life. Pretty insane. There's a lot to talk about.
Let's dive in. So Justin, you're typically known for working in animation. What brings you into the world of games? Why are you in the world of games?
Yeah. I'm obsessed with games, have been my whole life. Always had ideas, always had, things I would love to make, but just never thought I could ever step into that arena because I lack all the skills needed.
You don't know how games work.
Other than like creative direction, creative ideas, like other than that, I lack all the skills to execute.
But that's why, that's part of why you want to start Squanch, right? Is to be able to have an idea like that and let it grow to something amazing.
And to be able to be creatively free. I wanted to make games that I wanted to play. And that was sort of the spark that just lit the fire of Squanch Games. And then we shipped Trover and we shipped Accounting Plus, and now we're on this absolutely dream game. This is like our real legit swing at like a proper, you know, like we're indie, but like this is like our AAA, like, or is it triple I for indie?
We're triple I.
Yeah, this is a triple I game.
So the story of our game mostly follows like Earth being invaded by this evil criminal cartel
salty
of
about that.
aliens who come in and kidnap humans and start selling them on the black market like they're drugs. And you're the one human who has to team up with a talking gun and stop them.
And when you select a cartel leader that you're gonna go after, like, it opens the portal door to that world that they're in.
Eric, can you tell us a little bit about the worlds of the game, the art style of the game, the visuals?
Yeah. So we spent a lot of time kind of constructing and creating these awesome alien worlds. Myself and Mikey Spano, who is our art director.
It does look
him and I
good.
worked like a ton on the sort of art direction of the game. He really kind of landed in this space, which was kind of Blade Runner meets the Muppets. So we're trying to capture that feeling with all of our characters, and especially our aliens. And then each world is its own kind of unique flavor, right? I think some of the ideas came from very kind of core thoughts. Like we want to have an awesome alien, like drug-dense spa on an asteroid. And yeah, what makes me really excited is the sort of really clear and like it's almost deceivingly simple narrative, right?
Save the Earth, humans or drugs, talking guns. Ta-da.
So Alec, who are the guns? What's their deal?
The guns are these talking alien Gatlians. They're all shaped somewhat like a gun you'd find on Earth, but they've evolved to be just gun-like in their own way. And so this race of Gatlians each has their own unique personality, their unique set of abilities, and you're going to be rescuing them from this evil alien cartel, and together, you got to stop the bad guys.
And get more Gatlians.
Yeah, collect more Gatlians.
Yeah, a lot of players are gonna have very different experiences depending on what gun they favor.
Yeah, you kind of pick your favorite companion to have out a lot and hear their dialogue, be part of different dialogue scenes and stuff.
Yeah.
Look at us, blasting away!
And sometimes you can unlock the guns in a different order than another player has. So
That's
when you
right.
go back through a level, you'll see things that you would have been able to access if you'd done it in the other order.
That's
and you can come back.
That's a huge one.
All right, so we've talked about this crazy good game that sounds amazing. Why should people be excited to play it?
As a studio, we are attempting to bring A-level adult comedy into video games.
Something I love about Squanch is we would put a lot of effort into things that a lot of other studios wouldn't even bother with, like a single small joke that 5 players might find.
Well, okay, now I can.
I love that stuff. I love like edge casing and like
It's what makes you remember a game.
Yeah, like if a player's trying to break the game in a certain way and then you have an answer for that for them, that is like such a memorable and amazing moment. It's almost like watching TV, but the viewer is able to reach into the TV and poke a thing, and the character has to respond to that. And there's so much fun to be had for the
You can
most
skip
part.
it all. We worked really hard on it if you want to skip it.
Yeah, if you want to just like miss out on like, you know,
Yeah,
some
if you're
of
like
the
a big
coolest...
dummy and you don't want to play the game at all, that's fine. We're not going to judge you. We're just going to be upset.
Okay.
This is gonna be fun.
This Texas Chainsaw?
You know I can't let you leave.
He's got to be Dead by Daylight or something. Has to be. No, it's actually Texas Chainsaw. I was not expecting that. I thought that was gonna be like a Dead by Daylight thing. So I guess that's technically 2 games so far.
Pentiment is a narrative adventure game set in 16th century Bavaria, which is part of the Holy Roman Empire. You play a character named Andreas Mahler, who is an artist working at a Benedictine abbey. He gets involved in a series of murders and scandals and tries to unravel them over a period of about 25 years. The name Pentiment, it is specifically referring to paintings in which there's an older painting underneath the painting that you see on the top. And if you scrape away the top layer, you see what was left behind. This has a bunch of significance. Obviously, you're playing a painter, but also it has a lot of significance to the idea of history kind of being covered and uncovered over time.
Interesting concept.
When I saw narrative-driven games with really distinctive art styles, I was inspired to make a historical game that focused on the unique art style of the early modern period that was really driven by the relationships between characters and the stories that played out over time. Hannah Kennedy was really integral to defining the art style of Pentiment, especially blending the late medieval illuminated manuscripts with the early modern woodcuts.
Yeah, so there's a lot of major points to solve and kind of marry between wanting this to be a true to the history, true to the feel of the source material that we were referencing as far as the narrative, but also thinking about the types of games that were like what we imagined we wanted as far as a gameplay experience.
From the beginning, I knew that I wanted to portray a community that changed over time, which meant that characters are changing over time. That's really the focus of everything. The buildings do change, but really it's the characters where you see all the crazy stuff happen.
Kids that I had become attached to because it's a 4-year-old and we designed them to be a 4-year-old and then they're getting married and then I felt a weird like emotional reaction to that because I'm like, oh, baby's all grown up.
I think the 16th century has always been really interesting to me
Damn,
because it was a time of such social upheaval in Europe. I think when we look at social change in the past, it seems like it's a thing that always happens outside of our time. But right now, I think we're maybe more aware than ever that social change is happening constantly, and people are always struggling with it. It's always a difficult process. And so I hope that by looking at people from the past, we can see that even though the setting might be different and the specific issues might be different, ultimately we always struggle with social change.
November.
It's putting on this bandana.
All right, let's do crime.
Oh yeah, it's that other game. That was a little like iffy on me.
It's such a bad idea.
All you had to do was keep your mouth shut.
I'm gonna override this.
Is your life mission to cause harm?
Yeah. This is my favorite shot of the whole game. This one.
With As Dusk Falls, what we're trying to do is to make a brilliant interactive experience for anyone who loves brilliant storytelling. So people who enjoy films, people who enjoy TV series. It's also a social experience and about sharing these stories with the people you love.
I think we should stick to the plan.
Yeah,
stick to the plan.
I took my inspiration from TV shows, prestige shows like, Breaking Bad, Fargo. I really love Dog Day Afternoon. It's such a wonderful setup.
You try that again, and every last one of them leaves in a body bag.
When you write for interactive stories, it's all about the stakes. You want big choices, the tentpole ones that everyone will remember from the chapter they played, but also you weave in the smaller stakes, the drama bit, like the relationships. Are you gonna stay married?
When you lost your job, this wall went up, and I missed you, okay?
The game deals with very mature themes that you don't normally find in a video game. It really gives you agency over characters that
It's
are
one of those
relatable,
games
that are
that
familiar to you.
I don't really care about all that
It's like an interactive
much.
story, but with the power of video game behind it.
I only gotta yell and my brothers will come. Now hold your horses, young man. I think you
go
should
up in
at
somebody's
least
house
listen to what I
and then
have
put
to
your
say.
nose in their
In
food.
the first book, it's mainly structured around a hostage situation in a motel in the middle of the desert in Arizona, so it's a pressure cooker.
You want your wife to live? Answer and do exactly what I say.
Book 2 takes another approach entirely, and it's a chase. across multiple states in the US.
There's nowhere else to run.
As Dusk Falls is an interactive show, but the important part here is the word interactive. The players are very much needed to help the character on their journey and decide what's going to happen to them, help them grow and change.
It's not like there's one golden path. There's so many different ways through the story.
You can replay it and then you get to like different story and different ending, and you feel like you're actually achieving something and shaping the story and also the character.
Some of your true self comes out into that thinking.
I don't know, what would you do? I'll try to, yeah.
And at the end of the game, when you play, we tell you about your playstyle, and it reveals something about the player themselves, their values, and the way they interact with the others that they played with.
Too long for me. One of the really important things was that this art style could tell lots of different types of stories. We want to take really beautiful sort of facial performances, really strong dramatic moments, and just really represent that such that every frame is a painting.
It's a single player and multiplayer experience, so 1 to 8 players.
Because we wanted to draw in people who weren't necessarily gamers. Gamers are going to love this game as well because it's a very mature, in-depth story. But this game really taps into your life skills rather than your gamer skills, puts everyone on a level playing field. You did well there.
I'm not looking forward to the chat. How about you?
I did it.
You share the same character, you discuss, you make decisions, and majority wins. It's like each player is like a voice in the character head.
Are you taking the money this time?
I am.
I mean, I get it. I guess that could be a
Take the cash. It's been a massive
experience,
journey, and I can't
like
believe
with
we're
friends,
just like so
like in the
close,
night, playing
touching
it.
distance to this game.
Could be.
Yeah, I'm gonna miss it when it's done.
Let's check out what mysteries, adventures, and, of course,
Slime
slimes
Rancher
are waiting
2?
for us in the new, vibrant world of Slime Rancher 2.
I don't think they said anything about this yesterday. I don't think. Did they? Not yesterday, but Sunday? I don't think so. Yo, what's up, my dude? I can see this being a very kidsy game. Like a very kidsy game. Unless just something else randomly happens. You heard this game is addictive? Well, addicting? It looks like it could be, but this really ain't my type of game, like farm and stuff. Oh, here we go again. It's been about 10 to 15 minutes since the last one came in. So, oh, another one. Okay. By the way, chat, go ahead and report those. Just report them. Hope that they all get out. Game Pass. Coming fall 2022. So at least it'll be out this year.
All right, time to get going. First trip in a while. Put this in here. Australia. Passport. I need a passport. Where's my passport? Passport. Ah. Oh. All right. Where's my Uber? All right, let's go.
I think they're just watching as well.
Let's go.
I don't understand what's going on here. I'm trying to figure out if this man's just coming over here. Oh, Fan Fest. Okay. That's like the third time they've said something about Fan Fest. They're really driving that home. That wasn't an Xbox Series S that dude had.
Here in Melbourne with FanFest.
There's Hot Wheels game.
We are so excited to tell you all about Forza Horizon 5 Hot Wheels, the first expansion for Forza Horizon 5. So Mike, let's start with why the team decided to bring Hot Wheels to Forza Horizon 5's Mexico.
Our fans have been telling us for years about how much they loved Forza Horizon 3's Hot Wheels expansion. So we've been waiting for the right time to bring everyone another Hot Wheels adventure. Forza Horizon 5 presented the perfect opportunity to bring Hot Wheels to life like never before with the power of the Xbox Series X and S.
It really does sound like the perfect time for Forza Horizon and Hot Wheels. So I'm wondering if you can tell us a little bit more about what to expect being in the clouds of Mexico this time.
Yes, you travel to the clouds above Mexico to visit the Hot Wheels Park, which is comprised of over 200 kilometers of the fastest, most extreme tracks yet. Once there, you'll join the Hot Wheels Academy and set out to take on Forza Horizon's most extreme racing yet and prove yourself a Hot Wheels
It does
legend.
look pretty cool though. It looks
As
good.
well as the
Forza
iconic
just looks
orange
good
Hot Wheels
anyway.
track,
But
you'll take on new driving experiences across gravity-defying magnet tracks, as well as ice, water flume, and rumble tracks.
So we spoke loads about biomes in the build-up to Forza Horizon 5's launch. Are we expecting something similar in Forza Horizon 5 Hot Wheels as well?
Yes, so we're truly going to see the power of the Xbox Series X and S when we look at Forza Horizon 5 Hot Wheels' all new biomes. The amount of detail and diversity that we can pack into the 4 new biomes is breathtaking. We have the rugged Giants
this
Canyon,
game's
where
always
you'll hear
looked
the
good.
growl
Forza
of your engine
just
bouncing
looks
back
good in
off of
general.
intricately detailed rock formations. The Ice Cauldron, where frozen tundra drips into the glistening molten lava. In Forest Falls, you'll see a tree canopy towering over epic waterfalls. And finally, the visually stunning and exhilarating Horizon Nexus, where the Horizon Festival is suspended among a web of Hot Wheels tracks. And there's more, because new players can jump into Forza Horizon 5 Hot Wheels as early as possible during the main game's initial experience.
And how are people going to be able to use Event Lab in Forza Horizon 5 Hot Wheels?
So in Event Lab, you'll have the freedom to design, build, and share using the new Hot Wheels Creation Kit. That's over 80 new track and stunt pieces that instantly snap together thanks to our new building tools.
That's going to be kind of
You can then
spicy for
share
a
your
little bit.
creations with the entire community for players to discover and play.
That will be
We
spicy
are
for a little
anticipating
bit.
our community building an ever-evolving catalogue of new player-created Hot Wheels events that everyone will enjoy.
They all sound absolutely incredible, Mike, but I'm going to ask you the most important question in the room. Can you tell me a bit more about the cars?
Yes, so we have 10 new amazing cars coming to the pack, including 4 4 new Hot Wheels cars, which have been scaled up to real-life proportions. We have the Diora 2, the Bad to the Blade, the Baja Bone Shaker, and the Chevrolet Hot Wheels Copo Camaro. Forza Horizon 5 Hot Wheels introduces the most extreme tracks we've seen yet in Forza. So we've added some new extreme track toys and hypercars to go with them.
Love that.
I want to call out the Hennessy Venom F5 and the Mosler MT900 GT3. Their speed is unlike anything we've seen before.
So we know Forza Horizon 5
I don't know why I thought he said Henny.
So how is that continuing?
I was about to say
in
the
Hot
JR
Wheels?
Mobile?
So in a first for Forza,
Henny
you
guy?
can join up with your friends and play from the very start of the experience in co-op. You and your friends will then take on a new campaign, moving your way up through faster and faster car classes until you unlock the extreme speed of X-Class and become a Hot Wheels legend. You can also choose to take on the world in Horizon Open or team up with your friends to take on a team of drivatars in the Horizon Tour.
Ooh, I absolutely love that. Final question now, though. When can we expect to play?
Yes, so Forza Horizon 5 Hot Wheels releases on July 19th on Xbox Series X and S, Xbox One, Windows PC, and Steam.
Mike, thank you so much for joining me. This has been so much fun, and I cannot wait to play.
This Fall Guys? They doing something else with Fall Guys? Forgot about Fall Guys. Yeah, but I see they got a Xbox collaboration. I see those suits, Master Chief suit.
Now, onto our next block, pun intended, of course. Minecraft Legends is the action strategy take on the franchise you never knew you needed. I'm here with Dennis Rees from Mojang Studios, who has just released the world premiere trailer of Minecraft Legends. Dennis, welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me, Malik.
So happy to have you. I mean, this is a really exciting time for the team. Let's talk Minecraft as a whole, though. That game, I have nothing to back this up, but I feel like everyone on the planet's played Minecraft at this point. But that wasn't enough for you all. You all went and made Minecraft Dungeons, and now we're moving on to the recently revealed Minecraft Legends. So one, tell me a little bit about what it means for the team to actually be able to reveal the game, and then two, just let us know what Minecraft Legends is.
Well, we are so excited to finally be able to talk about this game with the world. We've been working on this game for some time now. Minecraft Legends is an action strategy game. Is set in the Minecraft universe. And in order to build this, we really wanted to partner with a great company that understands strategy games. And so that's when we reached out with Blackbird Interactive. And in doing so, we were able to create an experience that is welcoming for people who may have not played Minecraft, but also people who have. And I mean, you've seen the trailer. It's about going and traveling through these beautiful biomes, exploring this world that is familiar yet still mysterious. And so as you explore these lush biomes, you collect resources, and then you use those resources to build defenses from these dangerous but very cute piglins. And in those offensives, you're able to fight them back and send them back to where they come from. And you know what? You're going to probably want to build some alliances with some unexpected friends because they're going to help you actually defeat the piglins and send them back to where they come from.
Oh, I'm looking forward to it. And I love what you said about trying to make a game that's both for fans of Minecraft that exist and new fans coming in. Minecraft can go in so many different directions, I feel like, with a new game. What made you choose action strategy?
Well, really, it was many years ago, as a group of folks at Mojang sitting around talking about what game genres they really enjoy. And action and strategy were the more popular ones that came up. And so we started to think about who we could partner with to build that experience. And that's where we came into Blackbird Interactive. And that was back in 2018. And, the project was codenamed Badger. And an interesting little fact for many of those people that might follow Minecraft, if you go back to Minecon 2000,
I thought they had a pretty decent showcase.
At the shirt,
I gave it a 7, I think 0.5 out of 10.
You'll see a graphic on there, and it's in the shape of a.
They've only
badger
showed
head.
like 2
And
extra
really, that was meant
games.
to be an Easter egg
This
for years
and they
forward,
extended, which we
are
figured
now.
they extended was
I
just
gotta
going to
say,
be
I
them
love a good
talking about
Easter egg.
a bunch
Now,
of the
where
other
would you
big
say
games.
that Minecraft Legends fits in the overall
Then maybe a couple
Minecraft
indie
universe?
stuff sprinkled out through years. But pretty much so far has been.
And if it's not from our,
I don't know how long this is
communities, then
apparently
it's from
supposed to be.
Mojang
I don't know if it's supposed to be
specifically.
2
Like you
hours.
mentioned, Minecraft
Because if it is,
That's a
then we
great
got like
example where Mojang
49
went out
minutes
and we built
left
this
on
dungeon
this one.
crawler experience in the
But
Minecraft universe, and players love it. It's
I'm just
wonderful.
expecting
And
maybe
with
a
Minecraft
couple
Legends,
more,
we're trying to do something similar, really.
maybe
And here we're
reveals.
going to be introducing a narratively driven campaign.
Maybe them talk about a
with
couple
whole
things
bunch
that,
of new characters.
you
And
know,
a lot of
big
other
games
things
that they just
I'm not
haven't
ready to
we haven't
share
heard
right
anything
now.
about pretty
Dennis,
soon.
I thought we were friends.
But
I thought we were friends. You can share
no,
it with
I
me
thought
whenever
their
you're watching.
showcase was actually
No?
pretty
Okay.
good. They
I won't pry
showcased a lot of
anymore.
games
But tell
that's
us when
coming
the
out
game is
over
coming
the
out
year,
and where we can keep up to
which
date.
is
It's
pretty
coming
good.
out in 2023 on PC and console on Xbox Game Pass. And if you want to know more, just follow us Twitter or jump on Minecraft.net.
Dennis, I'm so excited to jump into Minecraft Legends. Thank you so much for stopping by and giving us the lowdown.
Thanks for having me.
What up, everybody? It's your boy Kirsten, aka K Von Doom, and we're here at Xbox Fan Fest. We got a whole lot for y'all to check out, so let's get it in.
Yeah, they're definitely honing in on the FanFest stuff. That's for sure.
They asked me what year Halo came out, won this sweet jersey.
I couldn't believe when I was here on site that I would get to meet the real Master Chief.
Experience here, out of this world. It was really cool to see. I'm gonna go get my nails done because they have a nail station and these things need to be painted.
Redfall looks dynamite, and come on, Diablo 4. Oh, it's so, why are you so gruesome? All bloody things. No, but it's great. I love it.
What a day we had today. Thank you, everybody, for showing up to Xbox Fan Fest Toronto. Had a lot of fun, saw a lot of games. Great experiences overall. Catch you in the next one.
Maybe this might be the end. Yeah, it looks like a bunch of indie games through here. Yeah, it was. It's been like 20 indie games right through here that they've been showing through here. We got Hollow Knight.
I'm joined now by Sarah Bond, who leads the gaming ecosystem organization here at Xbox. Sarah, it's so great to have you.
So that's about
awesome
like
to be here,
20
and so good to
indie games
see
that
you,
they just
too.
showed
Yes,
right there.
I'm super excited for this
which,
conversation because, as we
again,
know, game
probably I'd
creators
say
are crucial
majority
to
of them are going to be in
Xbox's
Game Pass,
success.
if not
and
all of them.
whenever you talk about them, it's with such like passion and tenacity. I love
it's
it,
just
and
something
it
to fill
sounds
out
super
Game
important
Pass
to you
even
and the
more.
rest of Team Xbox. So,
But
my question to you is, how do creators inspire the work that
I don't
you and
know.
your
I
team
mean,
do?
none of those indie
The
games
creators are just the
really
bedrock
grabbed
of
me all that
everything we
much.
do on my team.
You
And
know,
when you really
they
think
grab
about
me
it,
and be like, "Hey,
where
you got to
gaming
play
really
this."
comes from is it
Like
starts
none of them really do that.
with someone
Normally,
who has a creative idea that
indie
they
game has to be
choose
incredible for me to
put into
play
a
it.
game that we all get to experience and
And,
enjoy.
I mean,
and that's
so
really
far
the
when I
bedrock
looked
of
at
our
those, none of
industry,
those
of what motivates
screamed,
us is to
"I
help
wanna
those
play it."
people, those
At
developers,
all.
bring their stories out. And we think about it in three ways. You know, how do we create a vibrant and engaging gamer community for them to come to through Xbox? What are the set of tools and services that we give them that make it easier and faster and more affordable for them to make a game? And how do we create a range of business models that they can use? Because
Yeah,
a business
I
model
think,
really enables them to perform all sorts of different types
in
of
my
innovation.
honest opinion,
Yeah, business models,
I think
tools,
next
resources,
year's
all these
is probably going to be
provide
more
choices,
hype than this
and
year's
it's increasing these choices
because
for not only the developers,
you'll
but
have
the players
Starfield
themselves
out,
as well.
and
Yeah.
then
For example,
they'll
you and
probably
your
be
team
working on
just
other
announced
things.
a new
You
feature
still also
that's
got
going to bring game
Cyberpunk.
demos to players.
That's
Can you tell us a little bit more about
that's going to have
Project
DLC for next year.
Project Moorcroft. I know. I love these
Like, who knows what they're going to show that one on? Who they're going to probably be either Summer's Game Fest or Xbox or whatever.
Well, look, we were sitting
They'll
around
probably
as a
show it
team, and we
on.
were thinking about some of the things that we've always loved the
You
most
probably
about the
have
gaming industry. And one
maybe
of
a
them was,
first
remember
look
when you would
at
go
Fable
to like a show,
and Perfect
like
Dark.
PAX or E3,
You
and
know,
you would go
Avowed,
and you would go
those
to the
games.
show floor
You
and
probably
you get
have
to play
like
a demo
the first
or a
like
piece of a game, and the developer
sort
will
of
be right
trailer
there
next year
to
that's going to have
talking
some
to
kind
you
of
about their experience,
gameplay
asking
in
you
it.
to try things out, asking you your
To
feedback.
where we
And
at
that was
least
one of the things
know
I
a little
loved
bit
the
more
most
about
about those
that.
experiences.
Right now,
we just don't have them as much anymore.
yeah, we're
you
going to have
know,
a bunch of
in the way
games.
that the world has evolved.
Starfield is
And so
pretty
we
much
thought,
the
gosh,
big
how
one,
can
and
we make
Redfall.
Game Pass like
Those are
that?
those
Like,
are
how
the real
can we
big ones that
use the
I've
power
seen
of
so
Game
far.
Pass and all of the great discovery and player engagement that is in it,
Let me
and
get
have
rid
it
of this.
create for creators that opportunity to engage with fans early as they're creating their game, and also for players to get to experience something that they're really anticipating.
Report.
And so that's what we're going to do. We're actually going to have a program that enables developers to take a piece, a
There we
level
go.
of their game, and put it into Game Pass
But yeah.
so that they can get that great feedback and players can engage with them. And we know it's a lot of work sometimes for developers to do that, so we're also going to compensate them for their participation in the program.
Starfield is
I'm
like
so excited for what's going to
the
come when
the
we
biggest
launch
one
that.
that I'm looking
I think
forward
the one thing
to.
that we all miss
High on
is
Life,
that
I'm looking forward to that one a little bit. That seems
right?
kind of
And
quirky.
now that we are able to
I mean,
come
again,
back
it's
into
from the people that
conferences
make
and
Rick
stuff
and
like
Morty.
that, we still need to
So,
deepen it. Because
I
by
know that one's
deepening
going to be somewhat
connection, you're
fun.
diversifying the voices, and then that in return helps to diversify the games and bring diversity
Persona?
into games. So how will Microsoft
Oh, you never played
help
it?
to further
Yeah,
that front?
I've never
Yeah,
played
we
it
think
myself,
about it
but I know a lot
all
of
the
people that
time,
play it and
frankly,
swear
as
up and down it's one of
Microsoft,
the
as Xbox,
greats,
and my team
you know.
in particular, because creators is core to everything we do.
Hey,
You know,
if it's over there and it helps out Xbox, I'm all for
you
it.
to
Like I said, even if I play the game or not.
perspective, a point of view, in a way that is deep and immersive, unlike any other form of media. So the importance of everyone having an
See,
equal
there's another one
opportunity
that they
to share their
the other
story and their
C
perspective through a
game,
game,
that's
what
the
it means
Pirates.
to shaping our
That's not
perceptions, to what we
cartoony at
talk
all.
about,
It's
to what we
the one that's like
believe,
Pirates.
to broadening our perspectives.
They haven't showed that
is
game
critical, and we think about
in a
that all
while
the time.
either.
So what
So
we've done
I'm
as a team is we're
expecting something
continuing to
along the lines of
expand
that
the
game
set
as
of
well
developers
too.
who we're engaging with and bringing them into the Xbox
I was really
ecosystem.
hoping at
We've actually
Summer
more than
Fest we were going
doubled
to
the
see
number of
Arc Raiders
developers that are making
and
games
see a little
for
bit more about
Xbox.
Arc
And we
Raiders,
saw
kind of get a
lots of
little
those
bit more
games
of
in the
a
last day, which has been pretty
you know,
cool.
release
And the
date
other
or
thing that we did this
update
year
or
is for
something
the
like it. We
first
didn't
time
see
ever,
anything
we
along the
actually
lines
have
of
a
that
presence
either.
in Africa. We have our first Xbox employee in Africa, specifically dedicated to working with creators in the region.
So
Are some
what
games
message
only
would
for the
you like
newer
to leave
consoles?
for creators who are interested
On what?
in starting in the industry?
The games that they
I get
showed?
that question a lot. People say to me, "Gosh, I
No,
would
not
really
not
like to
all
get
of
to be
them.
part part of the game
a lot of
industry.
them will
I'd
be
love to
coming to
make a
last
game.
gen.
How
Again,
do I
last gen
break
is being
through? How do I
supported
get
from
involved?
Xbox, I think, for
I
another
say, first
year
of all, network
or two.
talk to people,
I think.
meet people, connect with people. Just how you and I connected, actually, at an industry
If I'm
event,
not
which we
mistaken,
met at,
it's
which was
like
super fun.
another
You know,
year or two
build
from
that
now.
network and that connectivity because it's so critical in every industry, but I think particularly in gaming, right? You know, go to industry conferences like GDC, meet people, learn, try that out. And if you're interested in making a game for Xbox, you can actually go to GitHub.com. You can actually
If they did,
download
it
the
won't be
Xbox
Summer
Game Developer
Fest.
Kit
It
and
would
get
not be
started.
Summer Fest. It would
And once
definitely
you
be
have a game concept,
it'd
you
definitely
can
be the
also
Xbox
submit
Play
it
and
online
Bethesda
from ID at
showcase
Xbox.com,
that it would
and then you can
get
self-publish
any
to
kind of
Xbox,
play
which is another
from.
great way. And of
But
course, if you actually want to get involved
hopefully,
in the
I
industry,
mean, I was hoping that this
all
year they were going
companies
to
are
start
great,
throwing
but
some
I
of those
highly recommend you
old
check out coming to work at
Microsoft,
Xbox.
not Microsoft,
I'm
but
biased,
the
obviously.
old Call of Duties. I was hoping they were going to put some of those in Game
Sarah,
Pass.
thank you so much for
I was
joining
hoping they was
us
going to
today. And
put
also,
Black
thank
Ops
you to all
2,
the viewers
Modern
for tuning
Warfare
into
2,
Extended.
Hell,
We've
Black
heard from
Ops
so many
3,
amazing
Modern Warfare
developers on
3.
today's show. Now,
I
before
was
we
hoping that they
finish,
put
is
some of
there
those
anything
games in
else you'd like
Game
to
Pass,
share with us?
give them a little life.
We were talking
And
earlier
right now, they
about the
sort of
importance of
haven't. They
people
may
being
be
able to
waiting
tell their
next
story
year
through a game and how incredibly powerful
when
it
they,
is.
when
And
the deal
when we were
goes through and
talking
they'll be
about
able to
that,
like do that
I was
stuff.
thinking about
I'm
an
thinking that's
experience we've had
probably
as a
the
team
case,
that's
and that's
been
honestly
very
why
touching
we're
for
not
me.
getting an Xbox.
So, a couple
Well,
of
we're
years
not
ago,
getting a
we started
modern
really
any kind of Call of
consciously
Duty next year
extending
as
the
well too.
depth and breadth
And they
of
went on the
content that
2-year
we have in the
hiatus for
Xbox
this
ecosystem.
new Modern
And
Warfare
it was
2.
through that I got to know the
It's
team
probably
making
because they want
Stalker
everything
2 really
finished
well.
out,
And I actually got to intro that
and they
game
can go
last
ahead
year in the Xbox
and
Game
put
Showcase,
everything
and
that
it
they
was just
want to do
incredible.
with all the Call of Duties
And the thing
back
was, when I was
into it.
looking at
Because
that game
at
last
that point,
year, and I was looking
Xbox
at the
will
story
actually
that they were
have
telling, and they were
ownership.
talking about the beauty of the
So
land,
I
and
wouldn't
their
be surprised if
dedication to their
skill-based
culture
matchmaking kind
and
of
their
got tweaked down a
country.
little bit.
And I thought,
I
wow,
wouldn't be
this is a
surprised
cool
about a
game.
lot
This
of
is a
things,
compelling
especially
story.
the games.
But sitting here today,
Especially some of the games coming out looking
team
way
is
better,
Ukrainian. They were
and in
based
better
Kiev.
quality, and not
Looking at that
lacking
story
on
and what they were
launch and stuff
showing
like
to
that.
the world just feels entirely different and far more poignant and visceral to me. This is a team who's talking about their culture, talking about fighting for
What
the
you've
existence of
seen
being a nation,
apparently
and being a
was an
people, and having
alpha,
their own language.
or a
And
beta
now we all, as a world, have gotten to see
build already.
how
That
tenuous
was
that,
old.
in fact, is.
Like that was an older build
And
that they showed
it's
off.
an honor, frankly, to
Just
be
to
part
let
of
you
this
know.
industry and to have the opportunity to uplift their voices and to let their story be told through a gaming experience, especially knowing what we know now about the situation in Ukraine. And as part of that, they actually shared with us something that they wanted us to share with all of you today as part of the show.
Okay.
1-1-3.
Есть.
Actually, there's a works of an apparently supposedly leaked Call of Duty open world Call of Duty RPG game that's apparently in development. That might be coming out next year. Not the dog.
Здесь кипела работа, идеи, она не останавливалась. 3 месяца назад началась война России с Украиной.
Шок от робочий день починається в тривогі.
Під час сильних обстрілів ми біжимо в укриття.
Це переноска для мого кота, який загинув ще в перший тиждень війни.
Выходишь вечером, сирена, выходишь днем, сирена. Днем еще работать надо, поэтому особо не выйдешь, а вечером все время вот так.
Це моє робоче місце.
Вже 3-й місяць я живу і працюю в коридорі. Зі мною живе одноокий пес, врятований з-під обстрілу в Гостомелі. Зараз мені важко писати квести про війну, коли вона йде навколо.
Так работает в перерывах между сиренами і волонтерськими задачами.
Світ ще побачить, наскільки в нас класна культура і в тому числі наскільки класні ігри ми можемо робити.
Меня зовут Александр. Я являюсь сотрудником компании ЖСК. Я с Мариуполя. С начала боевых действий была потеряна связь с моими родными и близкими. И это непередаваемое, ужасное чувство, когда ты не знаешь, живы они или нет.
Я Дмитро Ясенєв, розробник Сталкера. Ніколи не міг уявити, що в 21 столітті, в центрі Європи, може статися повномасштабна війна.
Я Олексій Іванов, ком'юніті менеджер проекту Stalker 2. Зі зброєю в руках захищаю свою країну від російської агресії.
Привіт, я Макс, наративний дизайнер гри Stalker 2. Після перемоги я до неї повернуся.
Побачимось на релізі. Слава Україні!
Dang, man. That's heavy. That's heavy. That's very heavy. I hate the people that get bored when they see stuff like that and like leave streams and everything because they're getting bored that they seen something like that going on. It's kind of like that was happening here.
Last question,
like
Dr.
right
Dallin.
down the street
Are you sure the
from where
perimeter
you
surrounding
were.
the zone is really
Bombs
enough?
were going off and
If a
stuff.
powerful
Like
emission were to occur, we would listen.
it's,
The zone has
see, some
remained
people have no
stable for
sympathy, no
years.
heart for it.
Besides, we didn't establish the most advanced institution
Like
in human
whatsoever.
history without first guaranteeing its safety. As the head of the Scientific Institute for Research of the Chernobyl area, or CERC for short, I believe the wonders that we will bring to the world far outweigh the potential risks. How big are these risks exactly? The zone reveals a whole new world. We can stick with the old one, fearing change. But tell me, do you want our descendants to remember us as cowards? Or as those who dared to venture forward to a new, better humanity?
The injured were evacuated. I remind our listeners that a similar incident happened in our region quite recently, ruining homes and livelihoods. However, city officials urge people to stay calm, assuring them the situation is totally under control.
Hmm. $2023. That was okay, so that was the end of that. So they pretty much did exactly what I thought they were going to do and sort of played it safe by talking about a couple of things that we already got from yesterday. Well, not yesterday. I keep wanting to say yesterday, but from Sunday in their actual showcase. They just pretty much followed up with talking about a couple more of the games. I'd probably say they showed about, I don't know, with that little slideshow thing that they had, I would say maybe a total of like 23, 24 indie games. They didn't really give us anything else like crazy at all. So, I mean, I guess in a sense, it did what it was going to do, was just showed us stuff like this. So I can't be upset about it. They revealed a couple other things that they didn't show. They showed more Stalker too. Ended off with that. Kind of forgot about that for a little bit. So that's very nice to know that, you know, that's still in development. Everything's going good. Even though they had something, you know, catastrophic happening, they still seem to be, you know, working on the game, getting the game finished. So yeah, wasn't too terrible. Again, appreciate you guys coming out, hanging out, and watching this. Like I said, it wasn't a mega crazy dumb hype like we was kind of hoping for before everything started off. Maybe showing a couple things in Game Pass, introducing and stuff like that. Maybe bringing some old games back. Nothing along the lines of that. I don't think they have another showcase. In no extended showcase happening anytime soon. So I won't get my hopes up for that or nothing. But yeah, I guess this year's was pretty solid. Like I said, all the games that are coming out is actually pretty good. But next year's I'd say it'd probably be a lot better. Just for the simple fact that we'll be getting way more of the new stuff that we're going to be looking forward to. But yeah, appreciate you guys. If you guys haven't already hit the like button, hit the like button, subscribe, turn on notifications where you get notified when we go live, put up more videos. I'll be probably streaming tonight, usual Dokkan battle and stuff like that. So again, if you're new to the channel, subscribe, turn on notifications. Appreciate you guys. Have an awesome day / night. Stay safe. God bless, and I'm out. Peace.